Well, would you look at that? It's a light bulb. And we have this crazy option to pan to the scene. Well, hello! Welcome to the stream. Here's Camille. She wants all the attention, and she deserves it. Yes, she does. Don't you, Camille? Don't you deserve just all the attention? All of it. All. Oh, oh, there's a message on the Discord. I think this may have been from before I could awaken. Oh, it was, and it was not important. Okay. Ooh. So I am kind of in the process of not kind of I'm in the process of looking for a house to buy, and as someone who is both a bit of a nerd and just also in IT, the idea of a place with the street, like the street number of 404, like the house number of 404, makes me wary of actually going and looking at the house because I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Um, that's that's one concern I've had. That place like that popped up somewhat recently. Um, anyway, tonight looks like we're going to play some Final Fantasy, and then we are going to probably at some point also play some Marvel Rivals. But for now, we're going to start with opening in prayer. So if you have any prayer requests, put them in chat, and if we have, if any come in while we're praying, we'll pray for those too. And if they come in through the rest of the stream, we will find a good point shortly to stop and pray for those, usually within 10 to 15 minutes. Um, and yeah, so let's go to the Lord in prayer and move towards having a really good night. Oh, come here. You gotta let me pray. You gotta let me pray. Nope, we're praying. It's prayer time. Dear Heavenly Father, just want to come to you tonight and thank you for this time that we get to spend together, that we get to hang out and have fun. Looking forward to another night of being able to uh, share you with others. We'd ask that as we go through the stream tonight, that you would grant us the opportunity to share you with others. You would bring people into the stream that need to hear about you. That also we could be a positive and encouraging part of the gaming community that people could come to and just enjoy being here. Would like to lift up our government, as we often should do, that they would make wise decisions, decisions that honor you, decisions that help people, and not decisions that line their own pockets. Would also pray that in this weekend that we would get some good rest, and that in the days that we have to work next week that we would get lots of work done, and that in the days we have off next week, that those who get to see family on those days, that they would have a great and amazing time doing that, but also that for those who don't, that they would find some people to spend some time with in some way. Thank you so much for how you blessed us. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, it's the Camille. Oh. Is that enough attention for a little bit? Can I move on to staring at the screen and moving pixels around? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to open up Final Fantasy. Howdy.
Howdy. This, there, there.
You know, I mentioned that I'm going to spend some time, like, in when we were talking about, I paid for 6 months of this, but in that 6 months, what am I likely to, play as well? There's probably a decent chance that within 6 months, the next 6 months, I will have at least tried Path of Exile 2 at some point. I think that's also fair.
Yeah.
I do kind of still want to give them until, like, I want to give a full month of having been in early access before I try it, just because I know they are quite regularly patching that game and changing, like, builds that people are saying, oh, these are good builds,
To be fair,
rapidly.
people are going, oh, these are broken builds, and then they get upset when they are getting nerfed.
Yes. Now, I also kind of get that. Like, it is
I
early
understand
access.
both sides.
I definitely understand both sides. I think that in early access, they should make, if, like, either do it that in early access, it's just cheaper to do resetting your builds than it's going to be when the full game is released, or make it to where there's like a voucher that they give out when they nerf a build.
Yeah,
that only lasts during early access, that expires at the end of early access.
Sure.
So that people can't, like, bankroll those and carry them into the full game.
I mean, even if they did, I don't think it would be that big of a deal.
Probably not. Probably not, no. But it would be one of those things that you'd have plenty of people who would go, oh, hey, you need to change your build. Just, use one of your free tickets that you saved up when you played early access. Oh, I don't have one of those. Oh, well, stinks to be you.
I think that they should, in the production of the game, just do that. When they make major changes to builds.
Oh, okay.
If it's mid-season, because the game is based around seasons anyway. Every time a new season comes out, people would want to make a new build, or they want to make a new character, because then you get the new stuff. Because a current any current season character would end up getting relegated to, like, legacy, and most of the time people want to play the current stuff. And so it's one of the reasons why people are like, why did they nerf these builds the way they did when they could just leave it, and then, like, none of this stuff will be in the full version of the game. Like, these characters won't be able to play the normal release because they're playing in season 0, essentially.
It's because it's early access and they want to know how their numbers are matching up.
Essentially there is paying to play in the early access that is.
Yeah. No, and I get that. I think if they discover something that is truly broken with the game at any point, like even when they get to full production, I think that they should just go, all right, everyone who has the game right now, you get a free reroll. Or maybe not a free one. Maybe it'll be like they could do like a discount roll.
Yeah.
where it's just like, yeah, you don't get it for free, but it's 90% off or something.
Yeah, and I think that everybody would. I think that's probably a better way to go about it than what they currently are. At the same time, I'm not like I know that there are people who are upset. I don't think they should be that upset about it, because it is early access. They did pay to play early access. That is kind of the nature of early access, and I think I would guess that that the developer will see the where people are coming at from are coming at on this and be like, oh hey, yeah, we could change that.
Yeah,
and they'll change it.
That's part of, I think, Grinding Gear Games is known for being more responsive to their players as well anyway. So I am not worried that, Path of Exile 2 is like just going to always be broken and no one's going to want to play it.
Yeah. I look at,
I think,
honestly, I know we talk about this regularly, but I feel like the days of the AAA studio are numbered at this point. In a lot of ways, like studios like EA and Activision and Blizzard. I don't know how they, like, in their current method of how they're going about things, I don't know how they can continue, because they're making a quarter of the game that other studios are putting out, and then complaining that those studios are able to put that out.
I bid you welcome.
You can dye the jacket, by the way.
Indeed, Elder
The
Seedseer.
zipper hoodie.
Our information
It's really
comes
more of
directly
like,
from a member of the
I don't know.
Resistance's inner circle.
Okay,
And we have no
you want to
cause
just
to doubt its
stream
veracity.
it for me quick, and I'll make my decision as to how much PvP I have to play.
you honestly wouldn't have to play that much.
When the Imperials move to take
It would be like, how much is it?
and the
Is
resulting
it 2,000
fighting is all but
for
certain
one?
to spill over into the Black Shroud.
You maybe have to play like a couple
At the Battle of
days,
Cartagena,
like a
the
match,
combined
a
might of
daily
three
each day.
grand companies labored to contend with the remnants
Can't
of
really
but a
see it
single
that well.
Imperial legion.
I don't know. That one's,
Gridania
I
would be
don't
hard-pressed
know.
indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation
Dye it.
to invasion.
We can.
Okay, so like the sleeves stay white.
Yeah. But the actual like colors.
May I once more
change.
convey my
you
nation's
I don't know
can-
why.
deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity.
I don't know what's going
'Tis
on.
a stain
Oh,
upon
those
our
are
ledger
the
that I would
hands.
fain remove.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I've seen. That's kind of cool. I do like it. I probably actually want it so that I can use that as the eventually the look for one of my classes.
Ishgard's return to the
Yeah, and
Alliance
it's-
will be honored by
I don't know,
more
it's
than
like
mere
leather.
ink upon parchment.
Or like a, I don't know, like a jacket that like a NASCAR driver or something would
Yeah,
wear.
it's
the Doman people
no, that-
too
I-
would join any effort
Leather,
that
maybe.
weakens our common foe.
Yeah.
We are few,
I like it.
but our
I
most
do
seasoned
need one.
shinobi are at your
Eorzine
disposal.
pleather.
How much does it cost, Tim? Is it 1,500?
1,500
On behalf of my people,
of the trophies.
I offer you my
So,
humble
Coop?
thanks.
Um,
Gridania welcomes your
you
assistance.
probably, if you played one match,
It is time we
like
set our
2
contingency
days, you
plans
could
in
probably
motion.
get it.
Is the
Yeah.
Alliance agreed?
So, what if I played 2 matches one day?
Then let us make ready for war.
Less
Victory
likely,
favors
you might
the
be able
swift.
to. The
There
main
is much
issue
to be done.
is,
You get a
you can
bonus
do it-
for your first
you
match
get
of the day.
yeah, you get a daily bonus, so.
So does
That
that
would
mean
be
that we're all gonna go join and play a match so that?
Yeah, I mean, I ran a match with Tim.
Today?
Yeah,
The council
Oh.
knows that Alamigo will not
I
soon
would
rest
be
upon
fine
the
with
Empire,
running another one
and its
just to
decision to bolster the border's defenses
your toes
seems
in.
eminently practical.
I actually
Why
played
then
it as
bother
a
did you
machinist.
scowl so?
Not exactly sure what I thought of it.
I agree
The
that they have chosen the
experience,
wisest
but-
course available. Indeed,
I played
the
a bunch
only
and I
reasonable
still don't know
one.
what I think of the experience.
Yeah, Tim doesn't actually know what's going on most of the
Yet
time,
something
so
feels awry.
I just run around and heal
In
people.
making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting
That's
the Griffin
fair.
the very thing he desired?
That's why
Any
I
attempt to
don't
hold the
like
wall is doomed to failure.
Uh,
aye.
If you were
As I
going to do
wonder
it,
if we have
I
misjudged the
recommend
prize
coming
for
to where
which
I
he
am,
plays.
the Wolf's Den Pier in La Nacia,
Mm-hmm.
down here in the. That way you can get your skill bars set up, because your skill bars are very different.
Oh.
Also gameplay goop.
Also gameplay me. You guys got to miss all of that. I'm sorry.
Or were you actually doing story stuff even?
Yep.
So, yeah, if you ever want to do that, let us know. I know your current hoodie is iconic. Iconic.
Oh. Honestly, I don't even know that I necessarily like. If there's other hoodies that I like better,
Mm-hmm.
then I may go with other hoodies for my main character, and this one for.
Well, and the thing is, you can make a couple different outfits, and you can switch it up.
Yeah.
So
Be
the,
like, okay, I want my character to look a little different.
the eventual idea, essentially, originally the idea was get the hoodie, make it different colors for different classes.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
I think the PvP hoodie would work better for that. I think.
I don't know. This one you can change both the top color and the bottom color on each. So
You weren't on when I first got on. I was at Walmart today, and may have spent some money.
what Legos were available?
A decent number. They have stuff on sale or like early clearance. Because they have to make room for new stuff in January.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to put it like on really good clearance right now because it's still before Christmas. So I may end up getting more after Christmas depending on what's available. But I may have spent like $175
On
But
on
I got-
Legos.
on Legos.
Mm-hmm.
But I got some good sets, and I mean, probably if I had gotten it without it being on sale, it probably would have been closer to like $350 at least.
But doesn't look like there's.
Or, no, not 350.
That that's like 50%.
$250.
That's still pretty good.
So yeah, like
Like a-
most of it was at
like a-
least like 25% off.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's total like a 30% there.
25 to 30, which in my mind, 25 to 30% off is when Lego becomes that's how much it's probably actually worth, like realistically. 50% you're down to, oh, it's basically you should just buy all of it because it's essentially free.
Griffin on the wall.
I should mention this, because I feel like this could be important to both of you, and it might be something that neither one of you has noticed yet. A lot of weapons are dyeable.
I have noticed. My current weapon is it dyeable? Did I dye it?
Do you know how to tell if something is dyeable?
No.
So if you open up your character screen,
It's got a red
if it
mark. I think that means not.
that means that it has a glamour applied to it. So look at if you look at your headpiece, there's the little